Doing a little bit one different today, but I thought I'd share my thoughts that I had on the basketball court today. I'm just playing in the sun in Tbilisi, Georgia. It's fantastic. So, how does that work when a person doesn't know what their actual problems are? They don't know what they don't know. Now, they might think that they know what their problems are. I'll give you an example of someone who has cancer, for example. Someone who has a chronic illness. Someone has an autoimmune disorder, blah, blah, blah. No offense to them, but you got to realize that the symptoms that they're experiencing in their lives that is continuously worsening as a result of them not solving the root cause and the root problem, that's the issue, right? It's not the symptoms that's the problem. The problem was the behavior. The behavior was the root cause of the issue, right? And the behavior in this case is not taking care of their health. In other words, what they put inside their bodies, and also the lack of sleep, of proper sleep that they had, or the lack of exercise. That was the root cause of the symptoms of illness happening in their lives. So it's the same thing with someone who doesn't have money in their lives. Like, money is not the problem, right? Because money can be easily gotten if you actually provide value and service to other people. If you provide a solution to other people and you be that solution, be the change that you want to see in the world, that means that you needed to go out there and do some work and create value for other people, and you'd have money. Now, if you spend all that money, well, that's a different story, right? I mean, that's a problem itself, but that problem is probably greediness. The fact that, and selfishness, the fact that you're only thinking about yourself and your own needs compared to thinking about your future self, delayed gratification, and also taking care of the people that you care about. If you are spending all of your money, that means that you don't really care about the people that you have to provide for in the future, or if something happened to them. You're thinking only about the now, right? This is the problem, right? So money wasn't the problem. It's the underlying root issue of your identity as a greedy and selfish person. That's why you don't have money, right? Another example of that would be someone who doesn't understand work and service for other people. Like, he might think that he's serving other people if he's doing it for free, but if it's non-paid, it's not sustainable. You can't serve other people for an extended long period of time and on mass scale if it's for free. It has to be charged for, and there's a value point for every single hour that we put in. Now, obviously, you can work for free if you want to, but you need to do that at a time when it's sustainable, and the only time that that's sustainable is if you are completely, utterly financially free, meaning that you have income coming in because of a system that you put in place, or you replace yourself with other people that have less skills than you do, but you've trained them in order for them to replace you over time. Now suddenly you have financial freedom. Now you can actually truly work for free. Like, the efforts that people put in when they're already financially free, that actually tells you a lot about that person. What do they actually care about when they don't need to care about something, right? So understand that money is not the problem. It was his thinking when it comes to work and service to other people, and then also the greediness and selfishness of spending all of the money now so you don't have the option of spending money later. You know, you don't care about your future self or the relationships of the people that you care about, because if you did, you would always pay yourself first, right? When you get a paycheck, and keep some of that money. The root cause of all of your problems is ignorance. Is not understanding how life works. Is not understanding how relationship works. It's not understanding how business works or health works, right? And now you don't have to be wise in all aspects of life. Fortunately, you only need to master one direction pretty much, and then just be general a little bit in the other ones, just to kind of maintain things. Get really, really good and specialize in one of those three: health, relationships, and financials, so that you can help other people And as a result of being specialized, you can get paid for your services so that everything else in your life can get abundance because you're able to hire other people. Health can be optimized when you have a personal trainer right there with you every single day, and you have a chef that takes care of your meals and your calorie intake. You'll never be overweight if you have a chef and they have a specific instructions on how much calories you need and what type of things you need to eat. And guess what? It's your personal trainer that fixes that, right? So that allows you to have longevity in your life, as long as you stay positive and have a great attitude, because that's also a precursor for, aging well as well. So, and when it comes to relationships, guess what? You need coaching, right? No one was designed to lead a family and to lead a wife and to lead kids all on their own. Why on earth would you want to even try that? Okay? Relationships have tried and proven methods of what works and what doesn't, right? You don't want to be the feminine one in the relationship. You want to be the masculine one in the relationship. Well, how does that look like, Joseph? Well, that's a lot of stuff that needs to be, explained and thoroughly ingrained in your system that comes over time through coaching. It's not just something you jump into, and that's why I don't recommend that people start romantic relationships before they've taken care of the financial freedom. Why? Because then you can afford coaching from people that have actually solved those things well. Because there's not much capacity to take care of getting your financial freedom, staying healthily and looking good, while at the same time also understanding the dynamics between men and women and, that aspect of things. You don't get a bunch of money so that you can, have women attracted to you. That's not what, it might open the door. But then if you don't understand how to keep a woman and have her satisfied and excited about being part of your life continuously, you weren't ready for a romantic relationship. And if you don't have money for coaching to solve that problem, you prioritize wrongly, right? And that's what puts you into problems of impregnating women too fast, being divorced or having babies, baby mamas and all that crap. Why did you deprioritize the correct things? Because if you had the help of someone who's gone through it and who understands how hundreds and thousands of couples have succeeded and what everyone else did to not succeed, why would you not want to seek out coaching from the guys that actually have that understanding? You think you're the know-it-all in relationships? You think you're the know-it-all in health? You think you're the know-it-all when it comes to business? You gotta be freaking kidding me. There are people out there. There's probably millions of people out there that understand more about all of these subjects than you. I just barely have scratched the surface of all these things. But I keep learning every single day, and so should you. And so once you can afford some affordable coaching, take that in the financial aspects first of all. Don't waste your money on personal trainers and relationship coaching early on in your life, because you'll get basic information if you're hiring people that know basic stuff about it, right? But if you are wise about it, you will get financial coaching first, consistency coaching first. I highly recommend On Track because that's my system, right? That will lead you to having a bunch of money so that you can hire coaches in relationships and in health and in sports, becoming an athlete, whatever it is that you want, becoming an author or becoming the most amazing artist since Van Gogh. I don't know, who cares? You get to choose whatever you want to do with your life, but the ultimate thing is to become financially free first. You have to become financially free first. Replace yourself. And it doesn't take long. If you have coaching, financial coaching, consistency coaching, accountability coaching, business coaching. I'm yelling at the camera because I want you to understand this with intensity, that this is how the world works. You're not supposed to reinvent the wheel. You're supposed to learn from those that have gone before you, your elders. The guys that have already failed and then succeeded. They failed way more than they succeeded, so they know what doesn't work, and hopefully they know what does work, right? If you want to succeed with financials, you need to talk to people that have an abundance of financials, right? Or at least have their freedom, like they don't need a full-time job. How is it possible that someone doesn't need a full-time job? It's because they figured out the financial equation to some degree, right? They figured out sales, they figured out systems, they figured out something that gave them financial freedom. I've been free since 2016. October 2016, I called my boss on a Saturday morning and said, I'm not coming in on Monday. I'm not coming in on Monday. And she's like, you can't do this. And I'm like, watch me. I didn't really say that, but I'm not coming in on Monday. And that's pretty much what happened. And yeah, it was a crazy time. This is 2024, 8 years later. I'm not the expert on health though, but I can give you basics. You don't need more than basics early on in your life. And when it comes to relationships, I'll tell you to tone it down. I'll tell you to not go dating before you've actually solved the financial issues, right? This is what On Track, this is what Men of High Value is all about. I interchange those because eventually we'll just be named On Track. Men of High Value is going to be probably for the inner circle of those that work directly with me in the future, but we'll see. But On Track is the system that will give you your life journey solved from an early age. And I'm really, really excited that you found my YouTube channel. You, out of billions of people, you found my YouTube channel. And you have the opportunity of understanding how to prioritize your life correctly so that you don't have to follow in the same footsteps as 95% of the people, being ignorant of how the world works and how health works, how relationships work, and most importantly, right now in your life, how financials work. And I'm excited to share that with you. Talk to you soon. Make sure you DM me at Instagram at Men of High Value. And let's get chatting, man. Let's solve your equation. Let's solve your life journey. Let's prioritize correctly and keep you accountable to the entire thing that needs to happen for you. One small step at a time, man. You're going to go very, very far if you team up with me. Let's get going. Talk to you soon.